A wise Canadian once said, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And today's video basically was sort of inspired by that Canadian, and that's why I'm calling this my homemade antenna mast, the red-green antenna mast, and you'll find out in just a moment. So you've seen this before. It's painter's pole that I cemented into a bucket and I got buried in the ground. But what you may notice here is the location seems to be different, and there's a reason for that. I did a test the other day. I got out my portable radio and I was walking around the property, and in front of the house, reception for signals is just plain, well, garbage. But on the side of the house here, things are a lot better. So I decided to move this mast over here to prop up my fan dipole. Now, this you've seen already, the painter's pole, but now you're about to see why I call it the red-green antenna mast. Right there. I got a 9.5 foot painter's pole, and I basically tie strapped and duct taped it to the 12 foot adjustable painter's pole. So it goes all the way up there to the trees. You probably can't see the center insulator because there's all these branches and stuff in the way. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'm calling the red-green antenna mast. We'll find out how well it holds up with the zip ties and the duct tape. So naturally, with moving the center part or the feed point, I had to move the wires a bit. So over this way, I'll just have to go over to the tree because it's kind of hard to see. But since it's a fan dipole, I got two wires. One of them is this 40-foot wire here. So altogether, you know, this dipole, the main part is 80 feet 40 on each side. Got that wire going down to this pole right here. And then if you notice, there's some cords right here. That's the second wire. The other two wires, I don't know what their lengths are. They're just random. I know the longest ones are 40 foot on each side. Like I said, 80 feet. But like these here, I have no idea how long they are. I just used basically leftover scrap wire from old projects. And then, let's see here, let's walk right over here, and like I said, since I had to move the antenna a little bit, I had to make some adjustments. So, like this one here, the other half of that, the smaller legs of the fan dipole, used to go all the way to the pole here, but I had to use some old clothesline to extend the range, and that's the same for, but not as bad for the other part, 40-foot leg. I just took the cord I had around the post here, and I got right about here. Now for just listening, I know this setup is working just fine, but once I eventually get my license, whenever that's going to be, as usual, another wrench has been thrown into that plan. I've pretty much been working weekends in the store at the cheese factory I work at because no one else wants the position, and they have the exams for the license on Saturdays. Well, I work Saturdays, so this is all kind of up in the air in the moment. But getting back on track, I don't know how long this or how well this setup would work for transmitting. We'll just have to take it one step at a time. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of my, what I'm calling the red-green antenna mast. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace and all that good stuff. And remember, keep your stick on the ice.